Hey, what's up, guys? I am Matt, and this is My Crazy Podcast, episode 56, I think. Who are you?
One hungover motherfucker. Dusty B.
And I'm Matt, for redundancy's sake. We're a three-person podcast today. Anyway, let's get right into it. We're in a
we're more like two. I'm like injured, but yeah.
All right, let's get right into it. R. Kelly. So this happened literally right after we recorded last week's podcast. R. Kelly got indicted for more child porn tapes. This motherfucker is keeping his old VHS tapes for porn. They got that VHS.
My thing is, dog, like, first of all, how'd you hide them from the warrants initially, from when that shit all happened?
That's dedication.
Bro, the first one was creepy. A VHS tape in, like, the late 90s, early 2000s.
That's crazy.
And Monster Free sponsor us.
Yeah. That means... That means he's kept the tapes for literally decades, or someone's kept the tapes for decades, at least a decade after that.
I'm not even hashtagging that one.
And you know what? His excuse for his lawyer's excuse for trying to get out of one of them. That's the same girl from the other tape back in the day. So double jeopardy.
Well, yeah, but he's right. Unfortunately, that's fucking disgusting.
Well, no, because it's actually a different situation.
Is it?
It's a different tape.
Yeah, it's a different. It's a different tape. Different time. Different time. So
I believe a case can be reopened or something like that if new evidence comes to light or some shit.
Well, this could be technically a different charge.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, completely different charge.
And then, you know what? So that's his lawyer's excuse for why
he's fucking disgusting human being.
Yeah, no. And you know what's even more disgusting? So in the Surviving R. Kelly documentary, they talked about how he used to patrol this McDonald's by a school around the time school got out. So, you know, it's like some real predator shit.
Wow.
Guess where he went right after he got out on bail? Guess where he went to eat?
McDonald's.
The exact McDonald's he used to patrol around, waiting for kids to get out of school.
He is definitely. There's something wrong with R. Kelly. Like there has to be. There's no way that you can have these sort of tendencies and actions and shit like that and not have something. Not have something not wrong. There's for lack of a better word, normal.
He's a fucked up human being.
You know, I know there's no normal, but I know if I had to define normal, it definitely wouldn't be fucking and pissing on kids.
It wouldn't be having sex with kids. Wouldn't be going to McDonald's the closest McDonald's to a school around 2:30, 3 o'clock every day.
Especially if I just recently got off fucking being, charged for
child porn.
You know what I'm saying? Pedophilia, essentially.
Yeah, shit. Mother... And one thing I want to bring up, because we could end up killing two topics at once. We're shooting this Saturday before this comes out. Whenever this comes out on Mondays. Starring tonight is the documentary about Michael Jackson, the Surviving Neverland.
Yeah.
And I want to just make some.
What channel is it on?
HBO.
Oh.
It's an HBO documentary. Honestly, though, the main difference I wanna say between these two is Michael, I believe Michael's innocent.
So do I.
And the reason why is because I don't have kids, but if someone touched my kid, there's no amount of money you can pay me off to have them lie on the stand. Because all these kids on that are in this documentary for the Michael Jackson one have said on the stand, which you're not allowed to lie on the stand.
No,
if you get called with perjury, not only can you go to jail, but you're not allowed to be a witness. You're not allowed to be called as a character witness or anything like that.
That's how they actually tried impeaching Clinton, was because he lied under oath.
Yeah. So these kids said that Michael never did anything. Michael's excuse has always been it's trust. I know it looks bad, but it's just easier to pay them off. I know I didn't do it, but if it's trust me. And as someone who has talked to lawyers sometimes give advice like that, where they're just just handle it, just do it, just pay it off. It's easier.
Make this go away.
Yeah, and so my main thing is, as a parent, there's no money. Because if I think he's guilty, I'm not gonna just take the money, even if I do need money, because you can sue him afterwards that he's guilty and get more money.
Hell yeah.
So to me, that makes me think also that they knew that they weren't gonna win the case, so they wanted to get whatever money they could.
Mm-hmm.
On top of it, Michael Jackson is was and probably still is the most single-handedly the most powerful artist in music history.
Yeah, absolutely.
He owned his catalog. He owned the Beatles catalog, which ended up making him striking a deal with Sony. So Sony Publishing is owned by Sony and Michael Jackson. He owns half of Sony's publishing.
That's crazy.
So if there's anyone to go after money for in a situation, it's gonna be Michael. R. Kelly doesn't have that much money. He couldn't read or write. All of his contract, like he had trouble getting the $100,000 for this bond.
That's why he was sitting in jail for.
Yeah, he was sitting in jail for a couple of days because he needed to get the money together because he signed away all of his publishing, meaning R. Kelly.
And he had to use he had to get a cashier's check to make sure it didn't bounce.
Not only that, they've interviewed and asked Macaulay about their relationship when he was a kid.
Yeah.
And Macaulay's gone on file, on record rather, going, no. It might have been like, eccentric or sometimes out of norm, but there was nothing wrong.
Michael's a
with
weird
fucking...
dude. Michael's a weird dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
He
But you would be too if you had the shit kicked out of you, not
Exactly.
regularly told to fucking do X, Y, Z, and if you don't fucking do it with perfection, you're
He was a man child, but I don't think
he.
he was a man child, but I don't think he was a pedophile.
No, neither do I. Neither do I, honestly. I mean, when I was a kid, I didn't understand. I used to joke about it all the time, but now that I'm older and shit, I'm like, nah, I don't think he actually did it.
I just want to make.
He was just an eccentric.
I just want to make that clear. If where we stand, because I want to mention it because the documentary is coming out tonight, but I also want to mention since the documentary is coming out tonight and we're recording during the day, if other evidence comes out in the documentary that is
Don't hold this against us.
yeah, if it's substantial evidence, obviously,
Yeah.
But so far all I know is that the two people that are the main focus of the documentary have gone on stand and said that Michael never did anything and have taken money to be paid off from Michael. And again, it's just like that's something like you can't pay me off for as a parent. Like you cannot. No, you can't. If I think it really happened.
Yeah, I'm gonna go after you.
If I'm a slime ball,
I'll make sure you do time.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna sue you afterwards and then take all that money because he still owns the Beatles catalog and his catalog and then half of Sony also.
Word.
Like, that's just where I stand on that. But R. Kelly though, R. Kelly's a monster.
Dude, he's just had no morals. There's something chemically wrong with him. He deserves rot.
Yeah, no, there's something actually wrong with him. And again, the difference between R. Kelly and Michael, like, it was one or two situations with Michael, and then again, they were paid off. R. Kelly, like, there are VHS tapes. Mm-hmm. Tapes.
Those are old.
Word.
And he kept them after the first trial. So, like, he's a monster. Someone's still jerking off to this.
The fucked up part is there's actually people out there who defend these people and say they're sick, like they have disease, essentially. And I'm like, yo, disease or not, they're still fucked up individuals.
Yeah.
No,
Still doesn't mean that you should be free on the streets.
You know what I'm saying?
See, I live in both camps. I think they are sick and they have a disease, but that doesn't mean I condone it.
Yeah, that's exactly my point.
I don't condone it at all.
There's some things that you...
There's something definitely wrong with serial killers. I don't see anybody
Did you
defending
see
serial
that
killers.
something like that? Like apparently Trump's
just crazy.
Trump's trying to make if you get convicted for pedophilia, it's the death penalty.
Honestly, if you get convicted for touching a child sexually, like, yeah, because statistically, pedophiles that don't get caught end up just going on like pretty much a career of doing pedophilia.
Of course.
And even the ones that do get caught, statistically they go back to it.
Yeah.
So for something like that, I kind of don't like the park restriction, the door, like, yeah, no. If you're touching like little kids, yeah, I kind of can't. I don't know if they should die, but maybe we should chop their balls off.
Well, actually, I think what was it? A couple months back, there was something I heard that it was like Alabama or one of those states or Mississippi or one of those states down the south had like made that like a thing, or whatever. If you get convicted of that, you get.
I know that's technically that might be considered cruel and unusual punishment. There's amendment against that, but I don't know. Pedophilia is cruel and unusual too. So
fucking A-right it is.
So it's crazy. But talking about Trump, he might be in trouble.
Yes,
he's in trouble.
No, but Michael Cohen was that deposition this week. I don't know if I necessarily believe everything because just everyone around Trump is a liar, an opportunist, including Trump.
Pretty much.
So I don't know how much but there's some damning evidence if the paper trail is real, because he said he got that check as an install payment to pay back one of the porn stars for all that stuff. He gave that away. He also gave off names thanks to AOC. Love you, Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez. I remember your name this week. I wasn't exactly sober last week. Sorry. But yeah, no. And then the funniest part, honestly, there was that fucking birther congressman who brought the black woman who worked for Trump. He's like, Trump isn't racist because look, he has a black employee.
Wow.
And then there was one congresswoman who was just like, I would just like to say for the record, just because you have a black employee does not mean that you're not racist. And bringing someone out is in fact a racist. Is definitely a racist act. And then he ended up like almost crying on the stand, like one of the congressmen. He's like, I want that stricken from the record. How dare you call me a racist? And then he was the head congressman, I forget his name, but he was a black man. So he's like, he starts pointing at him. He's like, you know me. I've defended you many times. It's just like, why you're not helping your case? He's like, I have nieces and nephews that are colored people, and we're just like, yo. I'm just like, son, stop talking. Stop talking.
So somebody's need to throw him a fucking miner's helmet.
He's literally
for the hole he digging.
He's literally just like naming every black person he knows. I'm surprised he didn't pull out his iPhone. He's like, all right, I found one. Got like scrolling through it, like it was bad. And he was just like, and she had to apologize and clarify because he ended up like barking her down pretty much. And he's just like, all right, I will clarify. You're not a racist, but the act of bringing her in is a racist act. And it's just like, you can't get around that, which is, I don't know. I think he's racist because he was also birther during Obama. Like, there's speeches of him being like,
yeah, I remember all that shit.
Let's bring him back to Kenya or wherever he's from. And
exactly.
It's just like, yeah, no, I think he's racist.
100%.
And I don't think the fact that his nephews and nieces are, as he says it, colored people, not as I would put it. Yeah, that just means your brother or sister isn't racist.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be a Jason claim that shit.
Yeah, it's just that's
yeah,
just
exactly. It doesn't work like that.
And that also shows he probably doesn't have any real black people around him because no one would have said, "Hey, it's a good idea just to bring a black person as like a pawn for this," and then say all that stuff. Like he's yeah, that guy. I'll say it. My opinion. He's racist. You can sue me. He's not gonna, because I said it's my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
If you say allegedly or my opinion,
you're safe.
Yeah,
exactly.
But yeah, no, my opinion, you're a full blown racist. I wish I knew his name. Fuck it, I'll put his picture up though. That's just as good. Anyways, what do you all think about the did you guys see it or no? The Cohen stuff.
I watched some of it. It was quite intense. It was quite intense. Certain things like you know. I'm happy that people are really coming forward with shit now. You know, it seems like they're not trying to cover it up as much.
I don't really feel that because the only reason he's coming forward is because he's going to jail.
Well, yeah, of course. I'm not saying he's not doing it to save his own ass.
Yeah,
but at the same time,
I get it. Yeah,
I'm gonna
take glass half full.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, like
100%.
He gave off some good information. Definitely need to do some background check just because of his honesty record and just all that stuff. But like tracing the check might be hard, but finding out those names and about those meetings, there are gonna be emails about that stuff.
Oh yeah.
So there's
always a paper trail somewhere somehow.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Nothing's ever fully scrubbed clean.
Yeah. Even computers leave paper trails.
Oh, talking about computers, because I want to talk about Ivanka, because this week, she came out and said that they're...
Trump's daughter?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was talking about how she doesn't think that the American people want a guaranteed minimum wage.
Why would we not?
Yeah. Yeah, or a living minimum wage. She's like, I don't think people want that. Because people don't want handouts. I've been going around this country this past 4 years, and people don't want handouts. That's the tone she did it in, and I tweeted.
Bitch, do you even know how to go grocery shopping?
She's never.
I tweeted. I was a little spicy on my Twitter. I was just like, because this is the same girl who used to have to sit on her daddy's lap during daytime talk shows as he would, like, allude to wanting to fuck you.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, that's how you got your money. Like, don't get twisted. Like, that's why I give Kylie Jenner some more credit, because, like, yeah, she ended up using, like, whatever fame she had, and she ended up making a makeup line. You literally were just next to daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. 100%.
Even her job now is a PR rep, or whatever you want to call it.
And you know what's the worst part? The reason why it made me think about it, because of technology. So the main thing during those, like, one of the main things against Hillary during the election was her email. She had a private email server, which the main reason that's a problem is the main reason the government wants all of it on their government servers is because if it gets hacked, they have complete control over figuring out where it is. If it's a different server, or if it's
gonna pang all over the fucking world before it even gets found.
Exactly. And guess what I found out also?
What?
Ivanka has been doing has sent hundreds of emails relating to government work on her personal email off government servers. No one's mentioning that.
Yeah, of course.
Trump was saying lock Hillary up, which at least Hillary's was a private server. So yeah, it still sucks, but at least it's not like Gmail where it could ping to Switzerland or fucking China or some shit. Like, what? Like, the hypocrisy.
He's a hypocrite. At the end of the day,
of this family. They're wild. I don't. And then he went to North Korea during all this. He was Mr. Dealmaker, didn't make the deal.
Exactly. All that talk, no talk.
Yeah, you know what sucks though?
Is he gonna get reelected? Do we think his fan base is that delusional?
No way.
I think his fan base is that delusional.
I mean, there's a possibility though.
I mean, dude, look, honestly, not for nothing, bro. It's happened. Look, it happened.
I've seen them go more in the closet, I feel. Like, they're not as overtly open about their support because I think they realize he's been fucking up.
I don't know, man. I know a lot of people who are Trump supporters that are like, even with a couple things lately, they're even more Trump forward. And I'm like...
Well, yeah, no, there's always going to be those people. I feel like the masses, like, during 2016, like, I saw a mass of people just like, yeah, well, obviously it was also election time, but, like, even now, like, I don't see people defending him. They're like, kind of staying quiet. But his approval ratings are still staying the same. So I imagine they're just, like, quietly supporting him. Like, they don't feel the need to obviously be out there supporting him as long as he's in the leadership. But
exactly.
No. So the question, so I guess, do y'all don't think he's going to get reelected?
I hope not.
No.
I'm just gonna say, I hope not.
I think it's close.
I think it's a possibility. I'm not gonna even doubt it. Like, there's definitely.
I didn't think it was a possibility in 2016.
There's still a group of Americans that he is popular amongst, unfortunately. You know, and I think they're large enough that he could possibly get reelected, but I'm really hoping that Bernie comes through for us this time around.
Yo, that's another thing we missed last week because it happened around the same time. Bernie's
is having his first election speech campaign speech today in Brooklyn.
I'm excited for Bernie.
Me too.
Right now, because
I just hope he doesn't sell us out again. That's the only problem.
Yeah, if he can see, I swear to God, he better not fucking concede to somebody of a higher party in the Democratic Party or something like that.
He lost the election, so he was just trying to do the right thing of keeping a universal front. You don't want to especially against someone like Trump. You don't want to fracture.
That shit's such bullshit, man. If people just open their eyes and vote for the proper man for the job.
And that's it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just fuck that shit. Like, vote for the man for the job. Fuck the parties. Just pick the proper person.
Well, let's go back in time then. Who else would he have supported at the time besides Hillary once he lost?
He could have ran Green Party. He could have announced their party and just ran.
But someone wasn't Stacey, not Stacey, Stein.
Yeah, she wrote Green Party.
Stein. So,
there's multiple Green parties.
Yeah, like I voted for Johnson.
Yeah. Well, no, that's the thing. If he should have done that from the jump. If he was gonna run as an independent or whatever from the jump, that makes sense. But the thing is,
people were too concerned that it was gonna fracture Democratic voting and yada yada and take votes away from Hillary, which means that Trump would have gotten voted elected anyway. But Trump won anyway, so we don't know.
I think that's I agree with you there. I think it's bullshit, but I do believe in the idea of once you run in a party and then you lose the primary, you support that party till the end.
Dude, Washington said it himself from the get-go. Parties are going to destroy this fucking country.
No, I agree, but I do feel like there is some type of... you have to have it's similar to the way of like when if
parties are just a way to represent the status quo.
No, I not as less to do with party, but just like proper etiquette. Like it's the same way like if when John McCain lost to Obama, he wasn't just like, oh fuck Obama. He took the L. He's just like, I accept the loss and stuff like that, and we're gonna work with them moving forward.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. That's what I mean. It's less of a party thing, and my thing is, I feel like it would have fractured the country more if he was just like. Because I feel like it would have been petty if he's like, all right, well, fuck it, I lost in this party, so I'm just going to do my own party and then have all you vote for me this way.
Best man for the job. Isn't that what America's based on?
Yes, but...
Isn't that the point of capitalism, competition?
Yes, but we live in reality, and I just, it would have caused a little bigger mess than... If he went from the beat jump and didn't run Democrat at all, then I would agree with you. He should have just done completely independent, done Bernie, Hillary, Trump. That would have been interesting. I think he would have won. But I think the etiquette still should be there. Of once you run in that party and then you lose, you should have.
We're talking politics. Is there etiquette when you keep taxing the upper middle class and shit?
One thing I've learned with Trump, there's no etiquette in politics
exactly,
anymore.
and rich keep getting tax write-offs and shit, while the poor continue to suffer. No, like etiquette goes out the window in politics. I'm sorry.
Gotta try sometimes. Anyways. I mean, well, what do y'all think about him not making the deal though? And fucking, what's it called? India, not in fucking India, North Korea.
I think he's fucking all talk and no action, straight up. Like, he was saying shit to, appease the people that are questioning why the fuck he's not trying to support for peace, and he goes over there, and then you do nothing. The fuck was the point of that? You just wasted taxpayers' dollars for nothing.
He just wanted
you wasteful piece of fucking garbage. Garbage.
Tell me how you really feel, Jim.
Well, I think he just wanted a place to...
Trump's face looks like a side of muff cabbage.
I think he just wanted a place that he knew wouldn't extradite him to America if the Cohen thing went down south,
He's looking for a hole?
Yeah, he was just like, oh, I'm staying here. I'm good.
He probably already bought fucking, like, an island. It's probably called, like, Trumpville or some shit.
Well, no, all jokes aside, I think the only reason he's in North Korea is he wants to have a Trump Tower in North Korea after he's out. No, he's laying the groundwork. Him and Kim Kim is going to fund it.
You know what? It makes sense, though. That's the sad part.
He's going to license his name. Kim's going to fund it. He's going to make hundreds of millions of dollars.
He's going to do the same shit with Putin, too, right?
Yeah, no, that's happening.
They're starting
right
their
now.
own country, bro.
No, that's already been
oh my god
confirmed to have been in the talks already. Whether it still happened while he was running for president is what they're figuring out. But I think he's trying to do that in North Korea. I think that's the only reason he's going there right now, is he wants to have Trump Tower there once he's out. It's
what would you call it?
Trump Tower, North Korea. I mean, it'd have to be a tiny tower because they're both tiny men.
Very.
Trumpton Kim.
Oh, Kim Jong Un is gonna be at the top of Trump Tower. They're gonna both be hand in hand.
They're gonna be dick and dick. What do you mean? They're gonna be like this.
What do they call it? Docking?
Yes, they're gonna be docking each other.
God. Oh my god. That would be that's yeah. That can
and kiss.
That'd be wild. Anyways, so Desus and Mero predicted the Oscars last week. Can we just talk about that? Can we talk about how they're kind of low key like Nostradamus?
They're like the Simpsons, but real.
I mean, anybody can take statistical bets. We gamble all the time.
Yeah, but they made a whole short. They made like a parody short. They're like, this is gonna win, and then that's a budget. They had to clear a budget for that.
Like, yeah. Well, not for nothing, though. Showtime gave them a fucking budget to work with.
Well, yeah. But
they got money now to do shit.
I'm just saying, that's a move. I want Showtime. I think I'm gonna get Showtime. They've like cut the price in half for 6 months if you're a Desus and Mero fan.
Really?
They have a promo code. I'm not gonna use it because they were one of the few podcasts they didn't sponsor. They even sponsored the Joe Budden podcast. Joe Budden podcast never has sponsors. The first sponsor they have is Desus and Mero on Showtime.
Damn. We get no love.
No love from the sponsors except for MyCrazyMerch.com.
We sponsor ourselves.
Yeah. Fuck, politic, and we politic ourselves. What's that Jay-Z line? Oh no.
I don't know. You're the rap artist guy.
Oh no.
I'm the new guy on the block when it comes to that stuff.
Oh no. I can't. We politic ourselves. It's the fuck. God damn.
Drop the mic.
Yeah, I gotta go. Sorry guys, my bad. I fucked up. I forgot the Jay-Z line.
Oh no.
Yeah. Anyways, but well, you weren't here last week. You're a huge Jesus and Meryl fan.
Yes.
You excited they're back? Have you seen the episode? Because it was on YouTube.
I didn't get a chance to watch it yet since everything's been chaotic, and last week I was in the woods, blowing shit up, legally.
Yeah, definitely phrase it that. It's
videos coming soon, actually.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, no. Anyways, Jesus and Meryl, I'm very happy that they went to Showtime, but at the same time, like, it's funny. Every time I see shit like this, I always can't not think about the Chappelle Show.
I think this is a little different because Chappelle went to Africa.
Yes, I get it.
He didn't go. It's not like he went to NBC.
I get it. But it's I don't know. I mean, I think it's funny as fuck. I do. Personally, I just really liked how they started up on their when they're on Viceland.
Oh yeah, no, I like Viceland. Viceland's a good network.
Very good network.
Love them.
Love Vice.
Definitely.
Shout out.
Definitely. No, but I do think I do like this show on Showtime more.
You think so?
Showtime gave them a bigger budget.
Well, absolutely. Yeah, of course, but it's just also a different format of show, though.
No, honestly.
Well, Showtime's more raunchy and stuff, so they have more freedom, in my personal opinion.
It's a little different.
No, honestly, see, watching the full episode, it feels like how they explained it in the talk shows, which usually when they explain shit, when people market shit on talk shows, they're just like, they're blowing it out their ass to just get people to watch. But they, the way they said is like, it's pretty much the same show, a little bit more budget with some skits. Yeah. And honestly,
I mean, I'm not saying it's bad at all. I like it.
That's pretty much what it is. Like,
it's my own personal preference.
No, I feel you. I just think I like it. I like their Showtime move so far, from what I've seen.
Best of luck.
It's just, everything's just, like, they were just in the spare room at Vice.
The bar's all raised.
Yeah. They were literally just in a spare room at Vice where they had that bear and then they put the Yankee cap on it. And it just happened to be good. Yeah. And it's just because of that. But now, like, it's nice seeing them have more funding behind them. Yeah. It would have been nice
to see what they can actually really do.
It would have been nice if Vice did that.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm very disappointed. I'm very surprised that they didn't want to give them more funding. They were like the #1 rated show on fucking Vice.
You also gotta keep in mind, I wonder if it had to do with the move of Disney trying to acquire Vice and shit.
No, because they were cool, Bob Iger. Yeah? They mentioned on the show Bob Iger visiting and they would dap him up.
He came on the show before.
I don't think he was on the show. Yeah. Bob Iger? No. Yeah. He doesn't do interviews. No, Bob Iger is the chairman of Disney. Like he.
Never mind. Sorry, different person I was thinking of.
Yeah, no, he doesn't do interviews. The only interview he did was like, he does print interviews. Like he's old school. Still.
Yeah, keeps it classy.
Yeah, he's the guy who actually kind of saved Disney in the mid 2000s when they made him CEO. He immediately bought Pixar. Yep. Made everyone at the top of Pixar.
He's Disney's Steve Jobs.
Yeah. Ironically, he had to give Steve Jobs $7 billion for Pixar, but
got there.
Yep, that ended up working out good for them.
Hell yeah.
Then he bought Marvel and then Lucasfilm and now Fox. Like he's the acquisition guy.
Yeah, pretty much. He said, "All right, this is where your holes are. We need to acquire these holes."
Yeah, he's literally just
these guys are going to do it. Yeah. Offer them large sums of cash. You'll recoup. Don't worry. Yeah.
Well, the main reason he bought Pixar was because Disney Animation was in the toilet, and when they
it wasn't because Disney never evolved with the old school. They never left the drawing. The old school animated cells and shit.
What really happened
and they were stuck on their own fucking format. I forget what it was called. But
even more kind of, they didn't have like a creative animation at that point because what happened was Jeffrey Katzenberg was the head of animation during the 90s Renaissance. So like Little Mermaid, Lion King, Aladdin, that was all him. Like, but then he left because the president at the time of Disney got in an airplane accident and passed away, unfortunately. He wanted that position, but then Michael Eisner was like, no. And then he was like, all right, fuck you. I'm going to go with Steven Spielberg and beg and David Geffen and beg the Michael Ballmer for $500 million and start DreamWorks. And then in that time, they really didn't have anyone running animation like Jeffrey did. And then when they bought Pixar, they took John Lasseter, who was the head of Pixar, and they made him the head of Disney Animation, which then runs all of Pixar also on the side. Yeah. Like Pixar is independent, but then they pretty much go to Disney Animation. They're just like, hey,
two birds, one stone.
Yeah, like, hey, this is what we're gonna do. Here's the movies, and then John, who pretty much founded the company, is like, yeah, do it. And then he kind of rebuilt Disney Animation, and then then they bought Marvel to kind of rebuild the live action stuff. So yeah, he definitely was trying to fill holes, but the animation department was very complex.
It always is. You have multiple people just trying to make a single character, and that's just the design aspect of it, Well, no, it was just moving one character's.
Well, not even that. The business aspect kind of almost ruined the business model, because if he gave Jeffrey Katzenberg that position, I think they wouldn't have needed to buy Pixar, possibly. And Disney would have. Well, they should have, but Disney would have went a completely different route.
I think they would. No, I don't know. I mean, maybe, but
because Michael Eisner did not want to buy Pixar.
No, not at all.
He was like, no, fuck Pixar, we're out. We don't need them. We have the rights to all their characters, and Pixar's only way out was like, we'll go to a different studio, and their main one they wanted to go to was DreamWorks. So if DreamWorks didn't exist, I mean, I guess they could have gone to Fox. There's many other studios they could have gone to. But no, that would have been a different situation. But Disney, your favorite company.
Yep.
Dustin hates Disney, for anyone who doesn't know. Anyways, so wasn't Soulja Boy wildin' this week on some shit? Didn't Soulja Boy do something stupid?
Actually, I heard about he just got arrested or indicted or some shit.
Let's double check. If we're saying someone got arrested, let's double check before
on this shit. But no, yeah, actually,
before you say Big Soulja got arrested,
you know what I'm saying? But he definitely doing some sketchy shit from what I've heard.
Well, I mean, he's always been doing some sketchy shit, but
yeah, word.
All right, trigger warning: Nia Riley and Soulja Boy involved in a physical altercation on marriage. Oh, damn.
See?
All right.
See? Told you.
So
I knew it was heavy. Not heavy,
whoa.
But
So wait, Soulja Boy's bony ass. Love this headline from Hello Beautiful. Soulja Boy's bony ass ran up on Nia like she was a man and showed his true colors on marriage. Oh, so wow. All right. That's just the headline. Oh, God damn it.
I'm trying to find some gush.
Why? There's cameras on that show. That's the one thing I'm gonna hold off on. It's a reality show. I don't know if it's scripted. I don't know if it's.
It could be. I mean, all reality TV is pretty much scripted.
Because everything I'm seeing is stuff got wild. I'm not seeing any indictment headlines.
That's what I'm saying. It could be probably is scripted.
That's what makes me think. I don't know. That's the thing with these reality shows. They're almost all scripted.
Your video games are fake.
Honestly, I hate that they call
your show's fake.
Them reality shows. Because they're not.
Yeah, no, they're not.
Hate it.
They're you can even see the act and I've been watching a lot more Love and Hip Hop lately because Joe Budden's back on. Yeah, I know I'm bad, but just watching it again, I'm like, you could just see how bad they act because they're rappers. Yeah, they're all rappers. Yeah. They're not actors, but it's bad. It's good. I'm not gonna lie. It's like a guilty pleasure, but it's also bad. They're really bad at acting. Anyways, fucking.
Oh, I have something to ask you guys real quick.
Yep.
If you smoke weed and jerk off, is it considered weed whacking?
That's weird, but no.
He might have a point.
I'm not whacking the weed.
But are you? Because it's in your bloodstream, and a lot of the bloodstream goes into your boner.
Technically speaking, you're correct. But then I'm whacking THC, not the weed.
What if I just hammer my dick on the weed to grind it up beforehand?
That's weird, man.
I'm not saying it's not weird, but what if it's the really good stuff that's almost mostly keef? So when you crumbles apart in your hand. So like you just like grab your dick and just like smash it all down.
If that shit gets in your dick hole, it's gonna hurt.
Then you put it in your bowl. Oh, just actually, just put it on your dick hole and then smoke it off your dick.
What? You wildin'.
Yeah, I am.
Nah, on that note,
that's some typical. That's some typical white boy shit.
Yeah, it's some white boy shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but no, I never.
I just wanted to ask you guys that.
No,
it was a thought. I was pondering.
Actually, talking about reality shows, this actually works out so well for the porn topic.
Beef and porn.
Secret porn topic. So I found out Brazzers has their own porn series also. You know how I was talking about James Dean has like his own porn series? Yeah. Brazzers has their own porn series called Brazzers House, and it's a reality game show series where the winning porn star gets $10,000.
What?
Yeah, and they just do like different porn competitions where they're like,
let's get Jimmy an agent. Sign him up for porn right now.
Well, no, it's females, unfortunately. Like the guys don't get.
I was gonna say, is like, what do you gotta like have farthest load to shoot, or like?
Well, no, it was like
can you hit the target from 30 steps back?
I'm not gonna lie, I was in a hurry, so I didn't watch all of it. I just watched one part, and it was just like, this. Dusty leaving again. No, it was this one where it was just like this. The girls were naked but blindfolded. It's like you had to just like guess which girl was which in the house.
Oh, Jesus.
But then the ending competition was the last 4 girls had an orgy with 4 different guys. It was wild.
But how did it, like, what was the contest about it? Like,
it was a live stream. So the viewers can vote online who they like the most.
Oh.
And it got really heated. This one porn star never had anal before, so she was like, and she was starting to lose, so she's like, fuck it. He's going to fuck me in the ass. And then it's just like, it started like slapping. She's like, come on. I'm just like sitting there, it's like, yo, like you really want to win that $10,000?
You know, like, all of them porn stars were probably off like fucking fueled by straight cocaine.
Maybe. At first I thought maybe she was lying, like maybe she did do anal before, but no, she definitely never did anal.
Was she like crying and screaming in pain and all that and everything?
Not crying, but she was definitely like definitely a first time thing. Like,
oh my god.
He had to go much slower than she was slapping him to go at. But yeah, no, that was wild. But the wildest part is they had like a porn star commentator who did not know how to commentate. Like the entire time, she's literally speaking the entire time. She's like, "Oh my God, you can see what's going on here. What's this? I guess I don't even remember the porn star's name. But April sucking good dick over there. Oh, what is Alexandria really eating ass? Let's put the camera over here.
What the fuck did I walk into?
I'm telling you about Brazzers House.
Oh, okay.
The reality show. So I was telling the final competition was these 4 girls had to have an orgy with these 4 different guys, and then this one girl.
Typical Brazzer shit.
Yeah, this one girl. The way it worked though was a live stream, and then they had to vote for it, and this one girl started going lower, and she never did anal before, so she just smacks her dude, and she's like, you know what, I'm gonna do anal, fuck me in the ass, and then she's like, I'm gonna make sure all of them do it before the end of the night. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't last long enough to see who won, but she deserved to win after that.
Roger.
You're like, yo, if you're never done that before,
she a champ.
Yeah, because like, I mean, she was competing against a girl who was going airtight at the time.
Oof.
Yeah, she saw that. She's like, no, I gotta level up a little bit. Yeah. But no, it was funny just because the commentator, there was just a porn star commentator, and she started getting involved a little bit.
Not for nothing. Like I've taken a couple like booty V cards before. And
I thought you were gonna go somewhere else with that.
No.
I was like, Jim, wow.
I thought you were gonna be like, I took a couple booty shots before.
No. I've taken a couple
you
booty
reached a new
V
level
cards.
of comfort that I didn't know about you, my friend.
Negative, sir. A couple like booty V cards before, and not for nothing. You gotta be careful, man. You gotta be really careful.
Yeah, no.
You think it's go sideways real fast.
She started getting a little less aggressive once he finally got in there. That's how I knew it was definitely. If it wasn't her first time, it was one of her first. Mm-hmm. And she was not about it.
She was not about that dick.
Well, no, she lasted, and she ended up going, but she didn't make it seem as easy as the other girls.
Mm. But I guess not all heroes wear capes.
No, but as I was saying, the funniest part was the commentator. It was just a porn star. And then, like, at certain points, like, because the entire time she's just talking, she's just, like, trying to just say whatever's coming to her mind. But at certain points, she just couldn't think of it. She's just like, let me just see how this dick tastes. I'm just like, you're not part of the competition.
Wow.
Breaking the rules right now.
Jesus Christ.
Matt get upset.
There's
rules put in place for a reason.
Yeah, it's like, what if one of them nut on you? Then it's like, then the vote's skewed.
Exactly.
There are no rules.
Yeah, no, it was. But they put a budget together for this. I mean, the camera budget wasn't that high, but they rented a house that was like on Highwood Hills. It looked like, or Miami Hills, or whatever.
I mean, you gotta figure nowadays.
No, you can get a fucking Airbnb. You can get Airbnb for cheap as shit. You
Yeah,
get an Airbnb and like a mansion for like literally like $200 for a night in a mansion.
Yeah, but that's still like $1,400 for the season. And on top of the $10,000 they got to drop, that's a big porn budget.
Not really, dude.
I guess they're getting 10 episodes or whatever out of it, but
yeah,
they're getting content. I just like that porn companies are now trying to innovate more. They're trying to like.
Well, they have to.
They
have to evolve.
They're trying to get the watch time up. That's what they're trying to do.
Exactly.
They're trying to get that. They're trying.
Was it like everybody got an average like 2-minute watch time?
They're trying.
Yeah, because obviously people can't hold. Well, not for nothing though. Not very many people go and watch porn to just watch fucking porn. You know, people are there for one reason. You know, and that's
then you get out.
Exactly.
I want to compare YouTube algorithm with Pornhub algorithm. See like the watch time retention rate.
Oh, it's terrible.
Which one has the longer retention rate per video?
I guarantee.
Well, because YouTube used to have a 15-second
All right, so then
retention
that's
rate
like okay. So then
10 second.
Pornhub would be the guy, and YouTube's the girl, and the guy's gonna lose every time.
Pretty much.
Wow, this is America.
This is America.
Yeah, no. I wonder, can Pornhub and YouTube like collaborate on that? Because I know Pornhub puts out algorithms that like as graphs and shit. Like, could like they collaborate on this algorithm?
I'm sure we can do the research for ourselves if we want to.
Let's figure it out.
We'll post it up.
I want to see the average watch time for
Vote, people.
for your average YouTube watcher versus your average Pornhub watcher. How long they last? No pun intended. Kind of pun intended. 50% pun intended.
Full pun intended. Let's be real.
Beef and porn.
Porn and beef.
Other than that, though, that was the only wild porn I saw this week. It's been pretty tame on the Pornhubs.
Tamed, you're strange.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I've just been, it's just the recommendations just been fire. So I haven't really need to go outside the comfort zone.
You porn got his shit set, dialed in.
Yo, I used to go
today.
To be real,
you want big pog bitches.
I used to go to YouPorn because of Dane Cook.
What?
He has a comedy special where one of his jokes, like right around the time like Pornhub, YouPorn ended up coming out. Like it was kind of the first time there was like YouTube for porn, and he kind of like did a comedy joke about that. How he's like, how he spent like hours on it because the titles were just kept him attractive. Like Sparkle Anus is just like, I don't really care. I don't want to jerk off to this, but I kind of want to see what this is about.
Yeah, exactly. I feel
like that was a whole bit. So like, but from that on, I was just like 12 years old. I'm like, wait, there's
more to the world.
There's YouPorn.
So you never really had a difficult time in your teenagehood,
dude. He didn't know.
Yeah,
you
didn't know the struggle, did you,
bro? You kidding me? Like you used to use like swimsuit magazines.
When I was a kid at 12,
I started with Playboys.
It was getting them.
My moment of porn video, your stash, your collection. My first stash was RoboCop 30 seconds in the video because you got titty shot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. There was always
that was how real the struggle was.
All your friends,
I remember
basically knew like, hey, listen, at 46 minutes and whatever seconds at this point in time, put that on for here.
And if your boy sent you an email, you sat there for a good 20 minutes just watching.
You want me to be honest?
By bit, by bit. By bit.
You want me to tell you the movie?
What?
Role Models.
Oh my god.
That was your jerk off movie?
You know that moment where the Marcus PSP kid goes into the tent and then she's just like she's just like from the night before because she's Stifler.
Boobies.
Yeah, I've paused on that shot as in a 10-year-old. Renting that movie on iTunes. I can't believe you were
10 when that movie came out.
10, 11, whatever.
Yo, word.
I can't believe you were 10 when that came out.
I was jerking off young.
No, me. I just like.
No, I think it was 11, maybe 11.
Still though.
That time. But yeah, no, that was one of the movies. There was another movie, but that was one that comes to mind because those were some good movies. I still remember them. Like they're still flashed in my head.
Yeah, RoboCop. They weren't even good movies.
No.
No, and I still remember the scene where he has a conversation with the Marcus case. Like, you never look directly at him. If you look over to the left right now, he's looking still directly right in the eyes.
Say, did you see the pair over there?
Yeah, that's a fire scene. That's still one of the best scenes.
Boobies.
I feel like no, I Love You Man I didn't see I Love You Man. I saw I Love You Man.
I love you, man.
I saw it in theaters, but I didn't see it. I didn't see it at home. I didn't pause that. No, I definitely paused I Love You Man. No, not I Love You Man. Fucking Role Models. Stifler and fucking
Sean William Scott and Paul Rudd.
Yeah, McLovin, Marcus, PSP.
Yep.
So RoboCop or what? What was it?
Oh, for me?
Yeah, what was it? RoboCop.
Actually, the first one ever was
That's wild, by the way. RoboCop. Sorry.
The first one ever. There was this movie, one of the Excalibur movies that came out in the 80s or whatever. There's a scene where Guinevere, you see her naked through the
It sounds like
that was the first time that you could see that was the first time that you could see Bush ever in a movie too.
Definitely some 70s or 80s low budget fantasy film. It came out
in 81. No,
yep,
it actually had a pretty good budget. It was in the movies and all that.
Cause 90s you didn't really have Bush. 90s when the V strip came in play.
But yeah, no. I guess it's pretty diverse. But no, I had a dark time. You had to pause the movie sometimes. But although my pause in the movie was renting on iTunes. And
do you know what snowy boobies look like? Do you know what snowy boobies are?
No, I do you know what?
Imagine watching the Playboy channel. Yes, it was once its own channel, Maddie.
Yes.
I know. Back in a time when TV schedules controlled your life.
Yes.
You'd watch channel, in our area, 60.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd watch the fuzz, the snow, the dance across your screen, the static. And occasionally, when the pixels align just right, you might get a glimpse of a boobie.
Yep. You get one pixelated nipple.
I saw it today. You just get the outline.
When I rented Role Models, it was an SD, so that's kind of similar.
Bite your tongue. Bite your tongue.
Not even close, bro.
I think it was in 640p.
Bro, I remember when my first fucking cell phone, I got the internet marketplace on fucking that was ass on flip phones.
Oh, that was a racket back in the day. That was a way to upcharge the fuck out of you.
Bro, there's this one picture of this chick in a bikini I use as my background. That I used a couple times for myself. But if I'm thinking about it, actually I found the phone a year ago and I turned it on. I was like, holy shit, this works, and it was still on there. I'm looking at the picture, I'm like, why the fuck this looks like something out of fucking Legos. It was just so god awfully fucking defined, but back then it looked fucking crisp and clear. Now you look at you're like, yo, what?
Oh yeah, no, I've looked back on porns I've watched when I first started 11, 12, and I was just like, damn, standard definition was horrible. Not as clear as I thought it was.
Nope.
I look back at some of the porns. Oh wait, I never made porns when I was 11 or 12.
I didn't make them. I watched them.
Oh, okay, I thought that's what you said. I was wait, what?
No.
That's weird.
No. Watch them.
Yeah.
That's still illegal, but YOLO, whatever. I did.
Very illegal.
Yeah.
Very illegal.
For me, it was LimeWire.
I guess not if you're R. Kelly.
I discovered LimeWire around 15, 16. And you had to wait days and days for your video download.
So
but once you had it, you were like, yes, I'm good.
I was too much of a good boy for LimeWire. We gotta talk about. We gotta do an episode of LimeWire one day. Really have a good decision on LimeWire. We're gonna reveal
all the illegal fucking computer shit we've done.
We should talk about LimeWire next week because I know we gotta get going.
Next week, stay tuned, people.
Word. Yeah, and plus the porn top is a good way to end it. We'll mention LimeWire next week.
Beef and pork.
Anyways, guys, thank you for watching My Crazy Podcast, episode 56. I am Matt. Who are you?
Still hungover.
Dusty B.
And I'm Matt for nothing's sake. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow us on Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, all that stuff. YouTube is My Crazy Productions, all that stuff. Love you. See you next week.
Early.